it's Janelle. Today I want to talk about self-concept. I was actually super excited to film this video because self-concept has a lot to do with psychology. Before we get into it, all the links for signing up for my personal coaching and my VIP group and my merch and my social media accounts are in the description box down below. Now, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so I remember in one of my psychology classes, it was probably Psychology 101, we spoke about self-concept. There was a study that was done to find out whether it's important to have an accurate self-concept in order to be happy. And finally, they found out that no, it's not important. Like, it doesn't matter. Do you guys know what that tells me?
Yo, okay, sorry, like this video already looked like it was filmed with a Nokia, and I'm not helping this situation by filming this with my front camera right now, but I was just going to say that the fact that it was proven that our self-concept does not need to be accurate in order for us to be happy tells me that it's okay to be delusional, which ties back to how we manifest our dream lives. So that means it's okay to be delusional. It's okay to fake it until you make it. It's okay to affirm that you're a bad bee, even though you don't feel like one yet.
So what exactly is self-concept? Self-concept is this ensemble of what you believe is normal for you to experience in this life. So you could be very intelligent, but if in your self-concept you believe that it's normal for you to do bad grades, then you're going to manifest bad grades, because doing bad grades is an assumption that's part of your self-concept. Have you guys ever experienced like having a crush on a guy and you just like, not even just selfishly and delusionally, but like objectively and logically, you know that you and that guy would be like a good match, but then he turns around and dates a girl that's like on paper not a good match for him at all, and you're like, what the actual heck? Like, why her? Like, why does he like her? Why does he not like me? Well, it's probably because at the end of the day, I mean, there could be different factors too, but right now we're talking about self-concept, right? So just okay. At the end of the day, people always end up where they believe that they deserve to be. So maybe you had blockages in the sense that in your self-concept, you didn't actually believe that it would be normal for you to date that guy. Like, even if you logically knew like, oh, we would be a good match, if in your self-concept you don't end up in happy relationships, you don't deserve to end up with the people that you like, then naturally that was what was going to get reflected back to you from a law of assumption standpoint. But it's also just psychology. Like, if that guy would approach you, then you would have an aura of like, you wouldn't have an attractive aura, right? Because that's just how it works. Whereas that girl, that guy that you hypothetically would have a crush on, maybe that in her self-concept, it's normal for her to get the guy that she wants. It's normal for her to, you know, XYZ. It's just like a hypothetical situation. So anyways, but do you know what I mean? So this is why self-concept is so important. Yes, of course, we can manifest anything we want, and I teach you guys how to affirm your life away so that you can manifest everything that you want. But if your self-concept is rigged a certain way, understand that you're going to have to affirm even harder to impress your subconscious mind in order to change your self-concept. I think I worded that right. So I want you guys to comment down below. My self-concept is impeccable. My self-concept is impeccable. When I was like super into like the law of attraction and 2016 law of attraction YouTube, as I like to call it, I used to think that manifestation had to do with what you actually deserve to get. But with what I know now, I realize that what you can and can't manifest has nothing to do with your actual worth, and it all comes down to your self-concept. So let's say that you want anything. Let's say that you want like a Louis Vuitton purse, but in your self-concept, like you don't deserve a Louis Vuitton purse, then it's going to be hard for you to manifest it, and you're going to have to affirm like twice as hard. Does that make sense? I want you guys to start to understand that what you can and can't manifest has nothing to do with your actual worth. It has nothing to do with logic. It has all to do with your self-concept and your assumptions about what's possible for you. I know that this video is about self-concept, but I also want to go over the definition of self-worth with you guys, because it kind of goes hand in hand. Like self-worth fits into self-concept. So the way that I view self-worth is that Louis Vuitton doesn't go on sale, Prada doesn't go on sale. If someone can't afford something from those stores, they're just like, okay, come back to us when you're ready. Actually, they don't even say that. They're like, okay, bye, like get out of our store, right? They don't care who can and can't afford their stuff. They decide what their stuff is worth and they stick to it. Do the same fucking thing with yourself. Decide what you're worth and add tax, and then that's your self-worth, period. And then self-esteem, let's also touch on self-esteem a little bit, because self-esteem also fits into self-concept. Self-esteem is like, self-esteem is more so like, no matter what happens to me, if I go through failures or whatever, I'm going to remind myself that I still have the same worth, and I feel good about myself, like no matter what. Like that's how I view self-esteem. Okay, so put all of those things together, that's your self-concept, and you can affirm what you want into manifesting no matter what your self-concept is. But just realize that for those things that you're having more difficulty manifesting, it's probably because you're affirming against what your current self-concept is. So you're gonna have to affirm even harder until you start to change your self-concept. You can also directly change your self-concept. I know that the manifestation coach and YouTuber Shelly Bullard does that. Like that's her whole thing. You can do that too. You can try to manifest the life of your dreams strictly by working on your self-concept. I personally don't do things that way, but I do see how that could work too. If you guys don't know whether your self-concept that you currently have is good or not, look at your life. If there is like one particular way by which you keep failing, like for an example, do guys always ghost you after exactly 3 dates? Maybe in your self-concept, you believe that you're only worth 3 dates, and then, oh no, guys are gonna get turned off. They're going to learn a little bit too much about me and leave. Like, look at patterns. Look at the patterns of your life. Do you always do good grades throughout the whole school year? And then in the month of April, you start lacking motivation, and oh no, now I'm failing all my exams. Guilty. That's your self-concept. So work on it, nurture it, and also if there are things that you're having more trouble affirming into manifesting fast, it's probably because your self-concept is like on a completely different page. Okay, so I hope that this video was informative and enlightening for you guys. Is that a word? Enlightening? I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. I want to placebo you guys into believing that this video is going to help you manifest. So you know what? Watching this video will help you manifest. Sorry, Hyler, I'm copying you. Watching this video is helping you manifest. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so that you never miss an update. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.